After experiencing a miscarriage, Jessa Duggar discussed the reasons why it would be hard to be emotionally invested in a pregnancy. On the July 9th episode of Jinger Duggars, Jinger and Jeremy podcast, Jessa Duggar, 32, Jinger, 31, and sister Johanna Duggar talked about being pregnant, losing a baby, and dealing with grief. Jessa gave Jinger the lowdown on how to deal with worry and panic following a miscarriage, calling it scary. In the beginning, when you see the positive pregnancy test, it could be hard to let yourself be excited because you're probably trying to prepare yourself for the worst. She explained that thinking, "This may go how it went last time," was common. Spurgeon, 9 years old, Henry, 8, Ivy, 6, Fern, 3, and George, 18 months, are the children of Jessa and Ben Seewald. The fact that she is now carrying her sixth child despite having publicly announced miscarriages in 2020 and 2022 is hardly surprising. I've known people who have suffered consecutive losses, and it's simply devastating upon devastating, the mother of 5 went on to say. In my opinion, my losses were handled separately. Even though they weren't consecutive, I certainly felt that I couldn't get emotionally connected or committed until I had passed the point where I had lost my last kid. I was always afraid that it may all end at any moment. Every time you use the restroom, you can't help but wonder if there's blood. So, am I? Is this baby going to be lost? And so that's the hard side, the author says. Although miscarriages are incredibly painful, Jessa has found some good in them, like being a lot more grateful for her current children. "I was much more appreciative," she remarked. "I remember thinking, this is going on really long." This was in reference to the time when one of my prenatal symptoms, such as nausea, persisted into the second trimester. Although at first I was optimistic, I eventually realized that it had failed with my previous child. I mean, it's perfect the way it is. Despite the challenges, she remained grateful for the fact that her unborn child was still inside her. "I just feel like it made me appreciate life more and be thankful for everything more." A recognizable face on the hit TV show 19 Kids and Counting, Jessa Duggar recently spoke out about a very private and difficult event in her life, the terrible miscarriage. Duggar has been quite open with her fans about her struggles with grief following the loss of her child, continuing her tradition of providing regular updates on her life and family. The emotional toll of miscarriage was conveyed by Jessa Duggar in a touching social media post. Deep sadness, terror, and an overpowering feeling of powerlessness were her companions on the journey. Being a mother of 4 at the tender age of 32, Jessa had previously felt the bliss of pregnancy and motherhood on multiple occasions. But this loss in particular showed me how precarious life is. The news that Jessa and Ben Seewald were expecting again set off the emotional roller coaster. While most couples experience a flood of emotions throughout the first trimester of pregnancy, Jessa felt nothing but dread and anxiety. "It was a period of great anxiety," she told her audience. "Feelings of unease are normal with any pregnancy following a loss. You don't want to lose out on the excitement of anticipating a new life, but you're also worried about becoming too connected." As Jessa considered the likelihood that her pregnancy would not progress according to plan, she recalled the vulnerability she felt in the early stages of her pregnancy. "I felt a bit uneasy," she said. "These weren't your run-of-the-mill, early pregnancy nerves. Something was off. It seemed like something wasn't quite right." Jessa and Ben kept praying for a good pregnancy and kept hoping, even though she was worried. But when they heard the devastating news, all their worst worries came true. Jessa found out she was no longer pregnant after a regular checkup. The news devastated them, and Jessa remembered the anguish she felt at that moment. There are no words to describe the anguish she described. You can't be ready for the level of physical pain you'll experience. Amidst the chaos, you can't help but ask why. You find yourself wondering whether there was a way you might have handled the situation differently. Jessa felt a loss on an emotional as well as a physical level due to the miscarriage. After the incident, she said that she had difficulty overcoming emotions of shame and bewilderment. "One can't help but question whether any action might have been taken to avert it. You wonder, did I make a mistake?" she explained. The mind can be deceiving. When you feel like you don't have any answers, it's easy to go down a dark path. Even though it was hard emotionally, Jessa said that her faith and family helped her get through it. When things got really bad, I held on to my faith, she recounted. For all the bad moments, it's the one constant in my life. The love and encouragement from my family and spouse, Ben, means the world to me. When I felt like I couldn't handle things alone, they were there to support me. Because loss occurs in a large percentage of pregnancies, many women can empathize with Jessa's story. A miscarriage occurs in around 10 to 20% of confirmed pregnancies, and it can have a significant emotional impact on the grieving family. A lot of people find it hard to cope with the grief and the isolation that comes with the experience. Women should not have to go through a miscarriage alone, and Jessa's choice to be honest about her experience serves as a reminder of that. Jessa also discussed the taboo nature of discussing miscarriage and the associated shame in her post. It's like people are trying to hide it or act like it never happened, she said. That, however, is unhealthy. It's okay to express your feelings, accept your hurt, and grieve at your own pace. It's normal to feel whatever you're feeling. Everyone's experience is unique. Many women who have lost a pregnancy and thought they couldn't talk about it freely might relate to Jessa's sentiments. For those going through the same things, her openness is a source of strength. While going through this difficult period, she said, it's important to take care of yourself and be kind to yourself. I had to tell myself that it's all right to be sad and to grieve, Jessa remarked. Embrace the range of feelings, work through the hurt, and give yourself permission to take it easy if you need to. The process of healing takes time and effort. Jessa has thanked those who have given her the chance to share her story while she recovers from her loss. By being vulnerable, she has helped herself heal and given solace to many fans who have gone through the same thing. In spite of everything that has happened, Jessa is determined to have a family and has faith in the future. A rock throughout their struggles has been the unwavering love and dedication she and Ben have for one another and their 4 children. In spite of everything that has happened, she emphasized that her family is thankful for many blessings. Despite having been through the worst, Jessa's religion, family, and resiliency have been her guiding lights. There's hope, I promise, she whispered. And that hope is something I'm clinging to. We remain optimistic about what lies ahead. By opening up about her struggle, Jessa has helped herself and sent a message to other women who may be going through the same thing but are too ashamed to speak out. Speaking up has helped break the silence and create a better sense of community and support for those going through a miscarriage, which can be a terrible and lonely journey. Ultimately, Jessa Duggar's narrative embodies resilience, belief, and optimism under adversity. Although it has been a very tough road, by being vulnerable, she has opened a door for healing and understanding, not only for herself, but for countless others going through the same thing. Even under the most hopeless of circumstances, Jessa's resilience encourages others to keep fighting.